Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. So as you guys know, I pretty much have made it to a charging station. In the last video I did with this Ford Lightning, I got a little bit of range anxiety because I had 60 miles till I needed to recharge. So let me go ahead and kind of explain what I had to do to get the sucker plugged in. By the way, we did not unhook the trailer. We are still hooked up. So it is possible with an EV, guys. Look at that. Alrighty, so as you guys see, I'm really excited about the EV towing experience. Just kidding, I'm not really. But I wanted to explain a few things in this video. I did combine a lot of footage and I cut it up a little bit. So we're gonna go back in time for a second. I did charge the truck at a standard charge station and I want to show you guys the time for that. And then once I'm done with that, we'll hop back in the video. Let's see how we're gonna do this. I've never done this before, so let's go in. Let's hit. I do speak English, I do know that about myself, so let's go back. Let's go to price. Maybe this is what we gotta do. It's free? Are you kidding me? Free charging? Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pick it up. Oh no, it's not free. It is not free. So let's see if I can tap my card on here. Alrighty, so if you put your card on there, you can pretty much charge it. So hit authorize and you just have to pop that open and then this pops out and we're gonna plug in. So let's see what the truck is saying. 1:53 a.m. on Thursday. Today is Wednesday at 10:53 a.m. Are you crazy? So this is mostly a charger for someone who's either working at this location, because this is I believe this is a gym, I believe. And so we have to find something else. So let's look for a super fast charger here. And for some reason I can't get this to work. Here, let me start it over again. Let's see if it'll work. Huh. It won't let me go into the settings, but you guys can clearly see. Yeah, that's insane. And I haven't even gotten a single mile from this. So yeah, we're gonna go find a supercharger because this is not happening. So yeah, we gotta go to another one. Hopefully this is a supercharger. It's about 10 minutes away. This is why I would never buy an EV. Sorry guys. Now I know that some of you guys say, well, you can have it at your house, blah, 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 blah. If you're competing with Tesla, you gotta go big or you gotta go home. Okay, now we're at a fast charger. I'm gonna show you guys the difference for the timing. It's not much better in my opinion. Well, it's a lot better, but in my head it's not much better. But let me just show you guys real quickly what it's showing. Alrighty, so here is where we are. So we're gonna go ahead and hit start charge. So here, just note that this does come down for the charger here, and we're going to use the CCS plug, which is this one right here. That's the wrong one. That is not CCS. It's this one. All right, and then it slips in here. All right, so it's saying available, and I think you just hit start charge, and it should do something here. Let me start the truck back up. Saying contacting charger. So the way I was able to get it to work was using the card in my phone, and now you can see that it's saying in use. And let's see how long I'm going to be here. Uh-oh, it's saying charging station fault, but it's saying in use. The heck? That's not good. So I think I've been doing this wrong. If you are looking to charge your EV, I think you have to pay first, kind of like how you do at a pump, then pick up the plug and then plug it in. But I've been picking it up, plugging it in, then going to pay. And I guess you can't do it that way. So hey, at 629, guys, it'll be done charging to 90%. So not even 100. Oh yeah, by the way, it's 424. Yeah, so unfortunately, this is way too long. But yeah, even though I am still hooked up to my trailer, it's gonna be really rare that you have this type of setup where you can just pull right up to it. And the good news is they have it far off and away from everyone else where you're not gonna be blocking people. So yeah, this is perfect. Perfect. This is a 28-foot trailer too, so I got in here pretty darn easily. And so far we're at 34% battery. We added 12 miles. And how long have we been here, does it say? I know the truck tells us how long we've been here. I think it does. Maybe the truck doesn't tell us. What I do know is it's gonna take a while for this truck to get completely charged just to 90%. I'll probably get at least 100 miles out of this. But yeah, you know, thankfully I work from home. So check this out. I love me some sweet tarts, by the way. Ford gives you this little place you can set up your laptop and do some work from. So I'm gonna be doing that. Yeah, this is the life. Since I work from home, I guess having an EV is not such a bad idea because I can always work from the car because I'm going to be here for 2 hours. So, hey, I guess EV doesn't really sound that bad after all. All right, so I have a video pretty much edited. We've been here for just under an hour. It's 5:07. We started charging at 4:22. We're only at 55% with 85 miles of range, which is enough, guys. That is enough to get us to the way station, which is I think like 5 miles from here, and back home. So I feel confident in this, but you're not going to see me go to the way station in this video. I apologize. What you're going to see me do next is I'm going to show you guys me charging this truck with my generator. Stay tuned. Alrighty, so when I did plug my generator into the Ford Lightning, or plug the Ford Lightning into my generator, sounds weird to say, for some weird reason, the provided plug for the Lightning did not work. So there's like a blue strip that's supposed to illuminate. It did not work. I could have been doing something wrong. I don't know, but I followed the directions that were given to me. So yeah, unfortunately, I did not put that footage in this video. But if I get the Lightning again, I promise you guys, I will show you guys that. Because I want to show you the kilowatts it was, you know, charging the Lightning at, things like that, and see how long it would take to charge it. But nevertheless, that'll have to be another video for the later date. I do believe that the Tesla is still #1 in the marketplace. So I've spent $9.61. It's actually saying 2 minutes remaining, so I think I'm going to let it charge for the 2 minutes. And it's saying that we've added about 106 miles, give or take. It is super cold and it is super windy. It's not super windy, it's windy out here though. And so this cold is going to really affect the batteries. Gosh, what I would give to turn on the heated seats right now. And this is a really good idea. Unfortunately, it does hurt your neck a little bit. You may have to do something like this, like kind of sit on your leg, because when you're turned all the way like this, I feel like I've got like a little bit of a crink in my neck now. But I still like this. This is really cool. Better than not having it. I recently did a video towing with a 2023 Toyota Tundra twin turbo V6. On my trip, I got 7.1 miles to the gallon on that trip. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to assume that I'm going to start a trip with the Tundra and the Ford Lightning. And on this trip, we're going to drive 65 miles an hour for 2 hours, which is going to be 130 miles. And so on this trip, I'm going to fill up completely with the Tundra and I'm going to charge up completely with the Ford Lightning. So in this scenario here, I'm going to buy 32.2 gallons of fuel because that's how big the tank is on the Toyota Tundra. Now, on this trip, obviously, when I get to my destination, I'm going to refill and I'm going to recharge. So I assumed for the Ford Lightning, anyone that has this truck obviously is going to charge it at their house. That's going to be free. So I only have one charge in here for the price because that's what it's going to take you to get to the destination basically, okay? So with that being said, I have miles per gallon, which I said that's what I got on my trip. And this is the actual miles per kilowatt hour that I actually got with the Ford Lightning towing my trailer. So hopefully you guys can follow me this far. I'm still learning the kilowatt hour stuff. Like this stuff is very complicated for me. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm still learning. So if I do anything wrong, I will probably clarify in another video. But so far, I think my numbers are correct. Now, as I mentioned, it's going to take 50 gallons of fuel to get to my destination because once I get there, I'm going to fill up. Same thing goes here. The Ford Lightning has a 131 kilowatt hour battery for the extended range. And then it's going to take more kilowatts to get to your destination. So I basically put 131 charging from 0, which obviously we know that's not really possible, but for the sake of this video, we're going to just pretend 131. Now, I did a test, and I don't think I'm going to show that footage at any time in the future, so I'm just going to have to show it to you here. I did let the Ford Lightning charge up at a charging station for 2 hours and 5 minutes. When you are charging these electric vehicles, it does vary on the charge time because if there's other people charging or the time of day it is, sometimes the kilowatts that you're recharging the battery with can fluctuate. So it took me 2 hours and 5 minutes to pretty much add 93.97 kilowatts. So that cost me $23.61 because keep in mind, most people who have these trucks are going to have a fast charger at the house and they're going to charge it overnight before they go on their trip. So it's going to cost a lot less in comparison here. So the problem that you're going to have obviously, and this is nothing new obviously, is the distance you can travel with this truck and also finding a charging station. So this is what I know I can get towing my trailer for mileage on this Ford Lightning. I just took 0.9 kilowatts and I multiplied that into the kilowatts an hour battery basically, and I just rounded it down because I know that when you consider anything that you're using inside the truck, if you think about the weather, there's a lot of variables that's going to drain that battery apart from just the consumption of driving. So 84 miles is probably accurate. So stop time, you won't have that with the Toyota Tundra because it can get to its destination without filling up. However, with the Lightning, 130 miles, you're not going to get there because you're going to probably get about this or less depending on the terrain too. If you're going up a lot of grades, things like that, that could also affect the battery life. So you're going to have at least a 2 hour stop time just to get the battery to 90%. That's not even 100%. And then this is what it's going to cost you. And remember, you still have to do one more charge for the trip because like the Tundra, once we got to the destination, we did another fill up. So all in all, the cost for the Lightning is always going to win. However, the time aspect is just ridiculous. So if you assume the same time frame to charge to just 90%, figure it's going to take you 6 hours and 10 minutes to get to your destination. But stay tuned for the next video. I did actually get the truck and trailer weighed. Now they do have onboard scales with the Ford Lightning, and it said that I was overloaded. If you guys didn't watch the last couple videos I did on this truck, it said I was overloaded. So we're gonna go to the CAT scale and see if I am. See you guys in the next video.